Hi guys, it's me Ty and I'm back with another unboxing. And yes, it may seem a little weird, but I'm actually coming at you today with an unboxing of Nendoroid. I believe it's number 652, but Nendoroid Sora from the series No Game No Life. And yeah, I say it's kind of weird only because if you see the box I have here, it does not look like a standard Nendoroid box that we normally open, right guys? Yeah, and that's because Good Small Company did something a little bit different when it came to Nendoroid Sora. The standard version of the Nendoroid sold as we would see, I believe, in a regular box, was only going to be sold through Good Small Company's overseas shop or any of like the overseas shops. However, if you got it from a Japanese store such as Ami Ami, like I got this one, it was only being sold packaged with the latest light novel, which is what I have here. So as you can see, this is just the plain box. You don't have the windows or anything like that you would normally have with the Nendoroid box, but I still think the cover is cute as well. So you can see here on the front is the cover of what the latest light novel would look like. I forgot what the title of it was going to be. All the Japanese over here. You can see along with the cover a little picture of like a chibi Nendoroid version of Sora down below, and in this circle here an actual photo of what the Nendoroid is supposed to look like within the box. So see it up top, just the same picture but upside down. On the bottom there's nothing. On this side pretty much the same. This side it does show a different pose of Sora. Let me put it up so you guys can kind of see what he looks like. Yep. And finally the back, and yeah, it shows you the Nendoroid that's included in the box down here. So yeah, I think this is a pretty cute box set. The light novel is in Japanese, so it's not like I'll be able to read it anytime soon, but I still think it's cute to have the set, so I didn't mind getting it at all. As you can see, it's plastic wrapped all around it. Normally when I get stuff, especially collector stuff, I like to kind of keep the plastic on, which in this case is kind of difficult because I need to open it to open the box. However, what I did do was just kind of slice around the top. Don't ask me why I do that, I'm just kind of weird, but I think, yeah, I just kind of like to keep it in the plastic. So now it's a little bit stiff. I'll open this up and we'll get started to stay in this area. But yeah, flipping the top open and we can see how cool is that. So it is the standard Nendoroid box, and I was right, it is Nendoroid number 652. However, it just was packaged in the box this way. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm trying not to rip it, so I'm kind of get this out lightly. There it is. How cool is that? And the actual light novel is in a separate box down here. Love the packaging. Oh, that's awesome. Let me see if I can. There's the book. Oh, cool. Has a little paper cover on it, more pictures, and the same picture is actually included on the thing. That's so funny considering he's Nendoroid size on the cover. And here's the book. Like I said, all in Japanese. There's some pictures yeah in here. Yeah, so really cool. I really like that. Now on to the Nendoroid. So here he is, guys. Nendoroid number 652, Sora. I love this little box. Look how cute he is on the front cover. As you can see, well, I guess you guys can't tell, but this box is actually smaller than the standard Nendoroid box, which makes sense because he had to be smaller to fit in with the light novel. But as you can see, he does have a bunch of little accessories all around him, including like his phone, his game, the card, and extra hand to go with his sister. So it's pretty cute. Here he is down the front. It's a bit hard to see him because of glare. But up top, we have Sora. The bottom. Here he is from the sides. This side. And finally, the back. So yeah, here's where the extra hands I mentioned go, so you can connect them if you have Nendoroid Shiro, which I do. And though he doesn't seem to come with much, the whole point of having Sora is so he can go with his sister. You can't, they're a set. I have to have both. So yeah, guys, let's get into it. Okay, guys, first pose up, and it's also our first look at Nendoroid Sora. As you can see, his hair is spiky all over the place, which I love. They kept his hair in. However, because of the way it kind of swirls down and spikes all over the place, please forgive me. That's the reason why there's just so much shadow, like kind of bouncing off of his face and turning him a bit sideways with more shadows. He does look a bit demonic at times, so like I said, that's more on me with my poor lighting and not on the figure itself. But if you look up close, you can see that Good Smile Company really took their time in detailing this figure, which I love. He has on his trademark t-shirt, "I love humans," or "I love humanity," however you say it, as well as the purple long sleeve shirt that goes under it. And the crown, if you guys know the story, you know where he gets the crown from and why he wears it on his arm. So yeah, it's a little bit hard to see, but it's painted a metallic gold and it does have its jewels around it. So I love that. They even have his blue jeans on, and it even has a belt, which I'm surprised they even bothered painting it, because with the t-shirt over it, you really can't see the belt anyway. But yeah, they really detailed that as well, along with his little tiny sneakers. Aren't those so cute? They're so tiny, really tiny. The fact that they even tried painting those things. There they are. So you can see in his hand, he is holding the race piece or the chess piece. Again, part of the storyline, if you guys know about that. I thought at first I was going to have to balance it on, but I see that they included it with a separate hand that you just attach to the arm. So I was so glad about that, because you know me, and balancing would never work. Here's his face, and he has those crazy eyes, which I don't know. I'm still on the shelf about whether I like the eyes or not. The one thing about his face I do not like are the lines under each eye. Now I understand why they put it there, and actually they're staying true to the character and the story, in that because him and his sister are hikikomori, they stay in the house all day, they never go out, and all they do is play games, and they don't really sleep because they play games all the time. So the lines are there to kind of show how he's tired, you know, but from staying up all night. So it makes sense, but I'm just not quite a fan of that. But it does make sense. I do love how they have this little smirk on his face. It's really cute. You see his teeth, as well as a little, I don't know if you call it a dimple or what, on the side. But yeah, they really stuck to all the details. So yeah, there's Sora. Even on the back, you can see they kept the detail up on the back of his t-shirt. So yeah, really cute. I love that. Okay guys, next pose up, and we can see Sora looks a little bit cocky as he holds up a playing card. Really cute pose, not much different from the first pose shown, but as we can see, the arm is switched out, which makes it look as if he has one hand in his pocket, and this other arm showing off the playing card. Now I know it's a little hard to see. For something so tiny, Good Smile Company really did put in the detail on the card work. As you can see there, you can see the tiny little spades, as well as the design all around it. As well as if you take the card out and flip it over, you can see, just like with Shiro's card, it also has the pattern on the back. So pretty cool, besides being just a simple pose. Like I said, not much different from the first pose, so I won't really go into all of that. But just showing off the card that he holds and his hand in his pocket. Next pose, and as we can see, Sora still has his cocky look going on. However, this go round, he has his cell phone in hand. And I have to say, this is my favorite pose so far. I love this. It's really simple. Not much has changed. His one leg is up, like he's got his foot propped up. And he has his smartphone in hand. And I love all the detail that Good Smile Company put into it. You can see it has a similar cover as his sister Shiro did for that Nendoroid. You can see the front screen that they included even that detail on that. The glossy screen and the button on the bottom. Not a real button, but the fact that they drew it on is just really cool. And turning around to the side, you can see, like I said, like with Nendoroid Shiro, it's the same bare cover on the phone, except this one is like white and red. So it's really cute. And I don't think his says the same thing as hers does on the bottom, but it's still a really cute phone that they only use the game on, you know? Next pose up, and Nendoroid Sora seems to be playing his video game. Just like Nendoroid Shiro, he too comes with a little handheld video game, which kind of resembles like a PSP, maybe a PS Vita on the front. for some. I just wish it didn't have all the shadows so you guys can see his face a little bit better. He's wearing his one and only extra faceplate, which is not much difference except that instead of smirking, he just has like a simple smile. So nothing to really like be excited about with that faceplate, but it makes sense that he's concentrating playing his game. As you can see, he has the bottom sitting piece on with these legs, though I'm not really a fan of them. Like, I don't really care for the sitting pose, which is weird because that usually be one of my favorites on most of the Nendoroids. This, however, his legs look a bit, I don't know, tiny compared to the rest of his body. It's really weird. It's hard to explain. Here's the bottom half of his regular leg. Look at the size difference. Yeah. So it makes his body look really big up top and then really tiny down below, if that sounds weird. But yeah, same as with Nendoroid Sora, you can see all the detail put into the handheld. And also the same with Nendoroid Sora. Trying to get the video game in his hand was a bit of a pain. I mean, not as bad as it was with Shiro, but it still took a few extra minutes than any other pose did. So a little bit of annoyance, but not too bad, like I said. So that's the only reason why I'm not touching it, so you guys can see it a little clearer. I don't want to knock it out. But you can see the detail on the back, and you saw the detail on the front. So yeah, it reminds me a bit of the old PlayStation hand portable, I think. The PSP, right? Or is it the Vita like that? But yeah, here he is. Okay guys, final pose, but it also was the most awkward one for me. I still love it though. I think it's really cute. This one is both Sora and Shiro doing the little pinky promise using that little hand attachment that came with Nendoroid Sora. So I think it's really cute and it really shows the closeness between the siblings. However, like I said, this pose was a bit awkward for me. And I think it just would have been easier if I had one of the double length Nendoroid bases. However, I don't have one on hand that's available. So I had to make do with what I had. In trying to get the two of them together, holding the two Nendoroids without them breaking apart, as well as keeping them both on the bases, that took a lot more time than I wanted to. But anyway, so yeah, besides the difficulties with just trying to get it all together and keep it stable so I can film it, other than that, this pose is, I have to say, just truly adorable. Only thing is, it doesn't look as great as it does on the box because I had so much difficulty with it. However, what I still managed to put together still looks pretty cute, in my opinion. You may not like it, but I think it still looks pretty cute between the two of them. So final thoughts on Nendoroid Sora. I gotta say, guys, I mean, I'm not as excited about Sora as I was with Shiro, but that's because I wanted Nendoroid Shiro more than Sora, so that's to be understandable. But overall, he's not a bad Nendoroid at all. Like I said, I'm still not crazy about the lines under his eyes, but it is necessary and I understand it. Other than that, I didn't really have too much difficulty with him, besides trying to struggle to put the two of them together in this pose. Everything else with him was pretty easy and didn't take long at all. So overall, he's still a pretty good Nendoroid. I do love that he came in the set with the light novel, and I do love his bright, like, burgundy color hair. I love the gradient on it, so I think that's pretty cute, and everything else about like his outfit and everything. So overall, I'm really glad to have Sora and Shiro both now finally on my shelf. I think they both look great. Price wise, it's hard for me to really say price wise regarding Sora, just because he came in the package. He was a little bit more than standard Nendoroids in what I usually pay for them. However, I do understand that I was paying also for the light novel, so for me that was okay. Other people might not like that idea. If you ordered it from Good Smile Company or any one of the other like US shops or overseas shops, I'm not sure how the prices go, so I don't want to kind of comment on that. But I think you should be able to get a better deal. I believe so. So yeah, overall, like, it felt like he came with a little bit more than Nendoroid Shiro did. However, she had an extra faceplate. He only had one. But I think it was decent for the price that I got it for, and I think what you can get it for. So overall, I want to say final score, maybe an 8. Not a bad score. Like I said, I just wasn't as excited about this Nendoroid as I was with her. So that's to be understood. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry for rambling on so long. It's getting pretty late. But thanks for watching, guys. Kuhaku is finally complete. So, yeah, bye.